Welcome and hello. If you're not here with us on TikTok Live, why not? Come find us on the Black Women in Grants page. Let's chat about your business and grants. Hey, Nikki Rich. What is going on, girl? Hey, Heavenly. Hey, user 915. Hey, Sugar. Good morning, everyone's. Hey, Eno and Solo. Welcome back, my friend. How are you guys? Come in, say hello, and let's chat about your business. Whether you're new here, you can put new here in the chat. Whether you're one of our Grant Game mentees that are a part of the new total as of yesterday, $300,000 in grants won by those who are in our mentorship program over at blackwomeningrants.com, getting mentored, getting their hands held, being held accountable for finding and applying for this grant money. And if y'all have been here with us the last, who knows, we've been doing live coaching. You're welcome. So I'm excited for whoever's getting coaching today. And I'm excited to share with you guys what I know about finding and applying for and winning grants. I've personally won over $1 million in grants and grant funded opportunities. And you can do it too for a check. Just got to put in a little elbow grease, a little leg work. Ain't nobody going to do it for you. Ain't nobody going to hold your hand while you do it. But if you want the steps for how to do it and others doing it with you, you are in the right place. So say hey in the chat and let's chat about you, about your business. So in the chat really quick, tell me about your business. What do you do? What do you do in the business that you could see yourself winning a grant for? Now let me lay down the rules because everybody's not been here before, or maybe it's been a minute since you showed your face. I love conversation. The quicker you reply, the quicker I can help you, help me, help yourself. Did that make sense? In my brain it did. But anyway, talk to me in the chat. I know y'all are at work. I know some of y'all driving. Some of y'all multitasking, which is a sin in this space because I be dropping gems. And you don't want to miss out on your blessings. So, in the chat, really quickly, if you would like, tell me about your business. The business that you could see yourself winning a grant for. What do you do in that business? Now, you don't have to tell me. You can keep lurking and listening and hanging out in the background. But background lurkers usually don't win grants, or at least they ain't gonna get their grant questions answered. So, talk to me. Good morning, Diana. How are you? Welcome to all of the newbies. Let me look through my notes because I wanted to share some things with y'all before we jumped into some coaching for some lucky listener. Let me see. Hey, Bird. She says she's a paralegal. Excuse me. Advocacy, victim services, and suspicious death investigations. That sounds like a really important job. Thank you for sharing, Bird. Since you're the only one out of 11 stalkers, people on here with us, tell me, Bird, what could you use a grant for in your business? Put that in the chat. If you were to get a grant today, what could you use a grant for? Diana, she says she bakes sweets. sell water, ice, and candy, make candles, charm bracelets, and care. So you the candy lady. Good morning, growing angels. How are you? Welcome back, girl. Good to see you. We're just putting, oh, okay, you know the rules. Get it, girl. I love it. Jump right on in. I have a daycare. Get it. Okay, candy lady, welcome. My candy lady in my hood was one of the first entrepreneurs I knew about. I actually write about her in my book called Finding Funding. It's over in our mentorship program. Bird says she could use a grant to help minority families in particular navigate the justice system. Bird, I like your cause. Not only criminal, but family law matters, justice matters. Growing Angel says I was on my other page and I saw you when you asked the question. Got it. Y'all with these backup pages and stuff. Y'all is some professional TikTokers. We're going to just put it like that. Interstate law. So while I have to check it out. Yes, honey, her picture and everything. So when I was 9, CNN, the cable network, I'm here in Atlanta. They're here in Atlanta, but they drove all the way to my little countryside of Georgia, in the hood, in the woods, low income project housing, to film me and my mom for me winning my first $78 round of funding. I had read the most books in a summer reading program in my neighborhood out of like 100 kids. And I was on television for it at 9 years old, back in the 90s. I'm young. So, yeah, the candy lady was there because she was the definition of hustle, entrepreneurship, women empowerment, all that good stuff. So she's in the book, in the picture with me and my mom and CNN, and I'll tell you the rest of the story in the book, girl. You got to read it. But it's so funny that you do what she does. Fiercely Fab has an event space, marketing for her tween-based business is what she could use a grant for. Hello, Jen Guard. Welcome back. How are you? Bird says I have a background in education grants and SPED grants. What's that? Special education grants, but haven't looked into advocacy grants yet. So just to give y'all an update, this is for Black women, for-profit, small business owners who are seeking grants. And you're not just seeking grants, but you're literally willing to do the work that it takes you to do. Not you trying to put it on somebody else. Not you wanting to pay somebody else to do it. Not you want somebody to just, can I please pay you? Can you please just take this home? No. You need to learn how to do this for yourself. It's a transferable skill. Let me tell you how it works. I don't know if y'all hung out with us yesterday, but the live was live in yesterday, honey. And so we talked to a lady who, just like you guys, met me right here on TikTok. And she said, just using what you teach us, just one skill out of everything you've taught us over the last year plus, she now has a new deposit in her business bank account for $100,000. Did y'all catch that live yesterday? I still don't know how to feel about it. It's just bubbling up in my spirit, excitement and joy. So I spent last night really digging into the grant that she won. And y'all, I'm telling you, if you're not in the mentorship, you're missing it. I put the recording of my call with her yesterday in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. And we're going to be featuring her on some special stuff coming up. I'm so excited because there's a lot of people that get started and they don't finish. A lot of people want it to be easier than it is. I've just seen so many women that could be winning these types of funds just not make it there yet. And I'm like, hurry up, y'all. Come on. It's money out here to be made. So the same people that wrote her a check for $100,000 plus are the same people that gave me $250,000 in living for 10 years. Story for another day. I think I put it in the book over at blackwomeningrants.com. If not, it's in one of the books I wrote. I'm an author of 17, so I lose track. Just like I lose track of how many of y'all in the program. I know it's over 300 of y'all. The last 10 ladies have brought in $300,000 in fun. Like, that's just so fun to think about, hear out loud. And it's true. Ain't God good? Won't he do it? So, whether you have started your business or you're soon to start, you're in the right place if you have questions about finding grants, applying for grants, what to say on the grant applications. But again, it's beyond just taking notes. It's beyond waiting on someone else to do the work for you or tell you exactly where to go, exactly what to do. It's about doing the work that you know to do. And that's what I teach you and share with you over at blackwomeningrants.com and the mentorship program. We have videos. We have a ebook that you can download. There's an app that'll read the book to you. There are boot camps and classes. We have a whole curriculum, 24 hours of learning about what grants are, what they're not, what to look for, what to look out for, because they're scams. There's some scammers on here with us right now. They don't think I see them, but I do. Hey, scammers. Anyway, I teach you what to look forward to as a winner. So knowing that, our most recent winner update, someone who took the advice that I share with y'all and applied it, and is now 6 figures richer. Like, she don't even have to apply for any more grants if she don't want to. The crazy part is, y'all be coming on here like, can I find a grant for my business? This lady is a farmer. She grows, I was on her TikTok channel yesterday. I still got a lot of studying to do. She grows huge vegetables and fruit. She is a black woman. And she is in business with her family. And her family legacy can continue thanks to Black Women in Grants and what she's learning right here with where y'all are. Can you see yourself 6 figures richer? And she applied for 1 grant, got more than she expected. I'm just like reliving the moment. I'm like letting it settle in. I'm processing it, okay? And so, just watching her brought back memories of my childhood. I grew up, I can't say on a farm because we had the ghetto part of it. Not ghetto, just different. I'm going to say that. I can't call my grandpa ghetto because that was my grandpa. So my grandpa was a farmer, but it's different and depending on how country you are, right? So I grew up on the black side of the tracks in my low income neighborhood in West Georgia. And my grandpa had a cornfield and a tractor, and he knew how to I think he built the house that him and my grandma had. I'm not sure. I always heard stories, but he passed when I was 10 years old. So I didn't get a chance to learn all the family dynamics that he established for us. But I do remember cows and pigs and chickens and crickets for fishing and watermelon on the back porch and my grandmother canning fruits and vegetables. I grew up the same way that the lady yesterday just told me she won 6 figures in funding to raise her kids. That just brings tears to my eyes. So excited. So the fact that I now get to share her story and the story of our other grant winners like Ashley Rankin, who is now $24,000 richer. She just won that in the last 30 days. She is on a pace, that's like $8,000 a month, y'all. She applied for 90 days straight, grant after grant. She applied for 80 grants, put $451,000 in applications out there, has won $24,000 in the last 30 days. She is on track. As she keep applying for these grants and winning, by this time next year, she too will have won over 6 figures in funding. I don't know how much more exciting this can get, but I'm willing to see. Y'all coming? We can't wait on you now. You got to throw your excuses to the side. Be willing to dig in and do the work that it takes. And it's a lot of fun, y'all. Getting those emails that you won and showing that your life about to change. Don't you think 6 figures will change your life just a little bit? Change your business just a teach. You'll wake up different, right? You'll have a better day before you even go to sleep the night before, knowing that $100,000 extra dollars is sitting in your bank account, waiting on you. And what I love about the grant she won, she mentioned it on the call yesterday. She said, I can do whatever I want with the money. We call that unrestricted funding or undiluted funds. So she didn't have to sell a portion of her company. She didn't have to give up rights to like the decisions that she can and can't make with the funding. She doesn't have to pay it back. She didn't have to borrow it from mom and them. She didn't have to do a crowdfunding and depend on friends and family to support her little business. It's not a loan. It wasn't based on her credit. It wasn't based on her background, his record or criminal history. It was based on none of that but her story. She said, Dr. AJ, I told my story like you teach us to tell our story. She said, I tried it different because I've tried it before. It just wasn't working out for us, meaning her and her family. And she just tweaked one little thing that I teach y'all to do in the mentorship and won 6 figures. She won more money than other people who got the same grant. I looked it up last night. On average, people got about $82,000. Now, these are farmers, so I don't know much about what it cost to raise a farm. But $82,000 was average what people got. She got well over that. And that's saying something just through the power of how she shared her story using what I teach you guys over at blackwomenandgrants.com. Like, I'm gonna bask in that for a long time. So thank y'all for coming with me on that journey. Ain't that awesome? So what I want to do is give one lucky lady the opportunity to come on live right now and chat with me for a good 20 minutes or so about you and your business and what you could use a grant for. And let me walk you through what your next steps probably could, should, and would be if I was you. So let me see who I'm talking to first. So are you black? Put me in the chat if that's you. Are you a woman? Put yes in the chat if that's you. Are you a for-profit small business owner? Either you will be or you currently are. Put in the chat if that's you. Are you based in the United States? Put yes in the chat if that's you. So you're black, you're a woman, you're a for-profit small business owner, or you soon will be. You're based in the United States. I know you don't look it, but are you over the age of 18? Put child in the chat if that's you. Do you own at least 51% of your black, woman-owned, for-profit small business that's based in the U.S.? Put yup in the chat if that's you. And finally, are you seeking grants for your black, woman-owned, for-profit small business based in the United States, over the age of 18, own at least 51% of your business? Put a $sign in the chat if that's you. Who will be the first to put a hand raise emoji in the chat that she wants to come on with me and chat for about 15 minutes about her black woman owned for-profit small business based in the United States, over the age of 18, own at least 51% of her business, and she's seeking grants. Diamond, you got it, girl. She got it in here 3 times before all of y'all. Y'all are slow. I tried to talk slow. Here's the requirements, because we may need a backup. Oh, Deidre, you said it won't let you. TikTok be tripping sometimes, man. What we can do, let's make sure that Diamond passed the vibe check. Diamond, are you in a quiet place? I mean, you can't be yelling at kids. You can't be fussing with your boo. You can't be multitasking, talking to coworkers. You might can go hide in the bathroom if you at work from your boss and stuff. Get off camera. You don't have to come on camera, on screen. You can do audio only if you would like I'm doing. But I just want to make sure you're in a quiet space and you can focus for about 15 good minutes to talk about your business. Is that you, Diamond? Okay, she says yes. So, Diamond, I am sending you an invite. When I figure out how to do it, I'm new to doing this. There we go. I think it should have just sent it to you. If you see it, click it, and let's chat. There we go. Hey, Diamond.
Hello, how are you?
I am awesome. Is this your real name or is this just your TikTok name?
Oh, no, ma'am. This is my real name.
Okay, I'm like, let us know now, because y'all be having aliases, governments, married name,
No, this is me.
Good morning, and thank you for being on your game. I was watching who can type the fastest. Let's see who really paying attention.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
tell us about your business. What do you do?
Okay, so pretty much I'm a beginner in the business field, but what I am working towards is becoming a business owner in the health and wellness industry. And pretty much of what I do, I'm an herbalist. I'm in school for herbalism. So I'll be creating my own herbal-based products, as in skincare, herbal blend teas, and soon to be owning my own spa and things of that nature when the time comes. But as of right now, I'm working on herbalism, selling body adornments and things of that nature. My mission and my purpose is to pretty much, help those around me, the world period, that's, need more help with living a pure lifestyle, a natural lifestyle, learning that basically, you don't have to live how society wants you to live.
Right.
God, whatever God provided for us is here for us to use. And to basically, bring awareness to mental health on a spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical aspect.
Love it. So, if you won a small business grant today, what would you use the grant for?
I would use the grant to pretty much use it for my business 100%. On getting everything that's needed as far as my startup costs. I'm not that familiar with grants. That's why I came onto your page, because I'm still learning. But I know 100% I would use it for the purpose of my business.
So, grants in a nutshell. Imagine somebody gave you a blank check
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, whatever you need, no limit, any amount. You could write it in the little box on the check, pay to the order of, put your dollar sign, your zeros, your commas, your decimal point. What amount would you put on your check?
Oh my God. You want to know what amount?
Yeah.
Look, 50 million. Look, I don't know, 50 million. I don't know. That's a good question.
Now, not only what amount you would put on the check, but you also have to be able to describe exactly how you would use the funds. So, if you had a check for 50 million, how would you, if they said you got 24 hours to spend this money, how would you spend it?
So I would spend it on everything that I need for my business, as far as my products, the containers, everything I need for my herbal based products, my
Like
website.
what? Okay, so give us an example of what that is. Imagine we don't know you, we just met you, we don't know nothing about your business. We about to write you a $50 million check. You just can't say, I'm gonna use it on products. Give us more. Talk us out of our money.
Um, so pretty much I use it. I really, to be honest, I'm still working on that part. So yeah.
Okay. Well, what questions do you have about grants to help you work through
So
that part?
my question is, um, so as me being a beginner in this grant field, what order do it go in? Like, what all do I need to make me qualify to get a grant?
Well, first you gotta know how you gonna spend the money.
Okay, got it.
Down to the penny. We start with what's called your grant application strategy. That's knowing what you do, if you
Okay.
want a grant, specifically how you would spend it, how much you need, when you need it by, and what steps you're willing to take to go secure the funding. And we teach you how to find and apply for the funding based on your story as to like why you're starting your business and who you help and how you're impacting your community, why you're different than your competition. It's a lot of thought that goes into your process before you even apply because if you don't know, a grant ain't gonna know. Because again, they're
Right.
just meeting you, they don't know about your business. And there's somebody out of the hundreds of applications they get for these funding that can
Hmm.
answer all these questions off the bat, eyes closed, half asleep, drunk. They know their answers to these questions. So you simply have to think through your business model as well as how you're making money now or how you will in the future, even if you don't win the grant. That's all a part of your strategy. And so you got to come in knowing you're applying for this funding, and whether you win it or not, you already got money making in place. That's going to add to helping you grow and expand your business, and then what their return on their investment is going to be. So, right now, you're in the thought process, fleshing all this out, right?
Right. Yes, ma'am.
What
I,
other questions you got?
so everything that I heard you mentioning on this live, I feel like you were speaking to me. So I really need to become a part of the mentorship. So, do I need to go on your TikTok profile in order to get to your website?
You can click the link in the TikTok profile. You can also go straight to blackwomeningrants.com to come join us. We have a scholarship over there for somebody today to go scoop up. It lets you get into the program for a year for $97 versus the $997 regular price that it is.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Um, okay. Sounds good.
Any final questions before we go?
No, ma'am.
What's your one takeaway, aha moment like, oh, I'm glad I raised my hand first 4 times?
Pretty much, when you explain about the grant and me being in the like thought process of learning about how to qualify for grants. So I feel like that opened up a door for me to, dig deeper, do more research and learn more about grants and what I need to do to, you know, become a target to get a grant.
Right. And we call that the startup phase. And so
Oh,
you'll learn all of that in the mentorship because that determines what types of grants you apply for
okay.
and what they need from you to be eligible. So get ready. We're excited to have you. Let
Yes,
me know if
ma'am.
you have more questions, just type it in the chat. And thank you for volunteering to go first.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, girl.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay, so just off of our chat with Diamond, what questions can I answer for those of you who hung out with us? Any questions about what Diamond and I just chatted about, especially if you are in the startup phase? Because many of you join us and you have an idea for either a business you want to launch or an idea for how to expand the business that you've already started. And so, as you heard me mention, it's going to make a difference in the type of grants you apply to and what they require for you to receive their funding. Fiercely Fab says, would love to know how to approach grants when your business is in pre-profit stage. They have their separate qualifications, but they still want you to have gone through setting up your business as a legit business. So get the free stuff out of the way, like your business bank account, your tax identification number, your employer identification number, your business email, business phone number, business mailing address for if they want to send you a paper check in the mail, where do they send it to? Your business social media pages, your business website, if I didn't say that, your business email address, if I didn't say that, I did. But be prepared, because they will go do their due diligence. They may Google you. They may search your social medias. They want to see how aligned and how serious you are about your business. Like, you have to show them that even though you may not be out making as much money as you would like to right now, you're still on the path to do so. So they can see the vision as to where you're headed and where their funds will be invested. So hope that helps. Let me know if y'all have more questions. I'm happy to answer those. Digital Wealth Empress says, there is a fee for your grant information, ? There is an investment opportunity of $97 to get mentored through me through our independent study course for a full year, one-time payment, year-long access over at blackwomeningrants.com. So if the question is there a investment opportunity for me, a chance for me to grow my business by obtaining free money that you teach us how to find and apply for, that others are doing successfully? The question is yes, absolutely, and you're welcome. Nikki says, does it matter if you run your business out of your home? No, my check came right to my business home. 2 of them, actually. Another came to my P.O. box, and others were deposited directly into my business bank account. So it's up to you how you want to do it, boo. Let's do a check-in. Let me know if you're new here. Is this your first time here? Put new in the chat, and welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, winner of over $1 million in grants and grant-funded opportunities. I've had coffee today. I got a little energy, but then I had a heavy breakfast, so I feel a nap in my future. You know, they sneak up on me, so y'all better talk to me and keep me up. So welcome all of our newbies and those of you who are Black women, for-profit, small business owner, getting access to these funds and information about these funds that are available for you as a Black woman, for-profit, small business owner. Somebody put Trump in the chat, thinking they're being funny, but you know what? That is perfect leeway into talking again about our 6-figure grant winner from yesterday. So she won. Let me look up the technical title. There was a discrimination lawsuit that came about during President Obama's administration, and they released funds for Black farmers, which is the funds that our Black farmer won and told us about, and now has 6 figures in her bank account. And so they released it, or they ruled on it as a discrimination case. Black farmers were being held back from not being able to receive loans, and they didn't get equal opportunity to funding for their business. And so during President Obama's administration, they ruled in favor of the Black farmers and told this grant check writer that they had to now pay over $2 billion to Black farmers in the U.S. And so our girl Miss Duvernay from Baltimore. She was one of those in that $2 billion grant. You had to apply. And she was the one that said, Dr. AJ, I use what you teach us in your mentorship about storytelling. And I told them my story and why I should be part of that $2 billion in receiving that funding. And on average, they gave the farmers $82,000 each, but she got over 6 figures in funding just using what we teach. And so the funds were released recently under the Biden-Harris, I almost said Harris-Biden administration. Y'all know where I'm going with it, right? And so she just got her funds under this new administration. So politics and how we vote is playing a part in our funding in a way that we could have never imagined. So it's trickling down, and our goal is to be prepared to go get it. Just like with the stimulus checks and the PPP loans. Well, now you have this $2 billion grant that's for people in agriculture. And because she is a homesteader, grows her own food, and now can buy animals and equipment, and again, continue her family legacy of farming, Black Women in Grants is showing up and showing out, honey. So we know trolls are everywhere. They're going to come and try, but the devil ain't going to win. No weapon formed against us shall prosper, honey. We just turned that into 6 figures, babes. So everyone's entitled to vote for who they want. But when you follow the money, honey, how our communities are being given the wealth that was promised to us. The wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. That's the word of God. So no matter how you feel about politics, that's the Bible. It ain't gonna change, sis. So thank you, Troll, for bringing up that topic that I got to address with a 6-figure price tag. What other questions do you guys have for us? And she blocked, by the way, so let's move on. Any other questions about grants? Finding them, applying for them, what to say on the application, staying focused, not getting distracted, and doing the work. Because it takes a little bit of work, a little bit of hand holding. But you learn along the way, and I love that for all of us, because we need it. Let's see. I got some more questions for y'all. Saudi, is it Saudi or Sadia? She says, how long does it take? So our 6-figure winner from yesterday said the application took her about an hour. And I think the article that I read about the grant yesterday said that they were paid out at the top of this month or last month. So she learned from me top of the year. Then when the grant came around, she applied. The application took an hour, and she just got her money in the bank. I don't know about y'all, but can you imagine opening your bank app and seeing 6 figures just for your business to go spend any way you can have whatever you... Okay. So on minimum, a regular like time frame for grants is about 90 days from the time that you apply to the time that you hear back who won, because they need time to make the decisions, let all the applications get in, do their due diligence on you, and then notify their winners, and then they announce it publicly. So it's about a 90-day process. No, I don't do grant writing for people. That is for nonprofits. Welcome, Rachel Pope. You said it's your first time here. But yeah, grant writing is for nonprofits. We apply for grants, but I teach you how to do it for yourself. Y'all ain't got time to wait on me. I'm gonna be somewhere asleep or eating. Those are my 2 hobbies at the moment: healing, sleeping, and eating. So that's how that works. Hello, Robert Riley. How are you? Sadia Airwoods, you want to come on live with me real quick? I got like 15 minutes left on here with y'all. Some of y'all don't need a one-on-one Somebody requested do some Zoom calls. I ain't doing all that. We are right here. So if you want to come on live with me right now, you can. But I ain't got the energy for too much extra stuff. So we got the program. If you go through the program, you're good. Y'all think y'all want to talk to me one-on-one. But I'm going to say, have you went through the program? Because I poured my heart, my brain, my everything out in that program. And I give you everything I need. I wrote a book. We got 4 trainings and a masterclass. We got interviews with grant winners and all 250 plus episodes I've done with y'all here on TikTok talking about grants from the beginning of last year. So you got everything you need in the mentorship. You don't need me. The last $390,000 didn't need me to hold a hand. So I'm just going to put that out there. If you wanted to, you would. Hello, Michelle from Oak, Florida. How are you? Welcome back, subscriber. You entered the program, Nikki, over at blackwomeningrants.com. Sada, you want to come on? Can you say yes, please? Let me send you an invite. You just got an exclusive VIP invitation. Do you accept? Make sure your background is quiet. I'm going to talk about you. But I just sent you an invitation so you can click it and come on. Saudi. Hello, Tanya. How are you? Yeah, make sure y'all follow the page like Tanya. And turn your notifications on so you can go come be live with us.
Hello? Hello?
Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Tell me how to pronounce your name right, girl. Tell me how to
You
pronounce your
said it
name
right. It
right.
can be either Sadia or Sadia.
Oh, Sadia.
That's
That is so
okay.
pretty.
It's either Sadia or Sadia.
Got it. Tell us about your
That's
business.
okay. Thank you. Oh, wow. I'm so excited. I have a body-based business. I make scented shea butters. I make eczema cream. I make bubble bath. I make shower gels. I make pain cream, and everything is all natural.
Is this your first time here?
Yes.
So you don't know about Ashley Rankin, one of our mentees, who she's usually on here with us, but she just got $10,000 from L'Oreal to develop her skincare line for eczema.
Oh wow, no, I'm ashamed. I clicked on TikTok. I have been following you, but I've been trying to do it myself, and it's a hot mess. I'm usually doing pop. It is. It's a hot mess. I'm usually doing pop-up shops and stuff like that, and I work in the auto industry, and I get orders from people at work and other things that I do. But I'm trying to retire from the auto
Sadia,
industry now.
tell your car to be quiet. That's your car. Making
I'm
all that
at
beat.
work. I'm literally sitting in a truck. I build trucks, and I'm
Tell your
sitting in
truck
one.
is trying to
Okay.
hear you. Tell your truck, shh. Take the key out. No, don't take it out. You might. It's hot. So yeah, we trying to hear you. What you need a grant for in your business?
For more product to get my website up and going because I have someone in the process of building it. But again, that's money. I have other streams of income that I want to do. I have other ideas. But again, I do not know, and I'm starting from scratch and I'm doing it myself.
So can you get specific and tell me if you had a blank check and you can fill in the amount on that check for as much as you like, how much would your check be? Hey, Deanna Joy,
The
go
check
ahead.
would start at $1 million.
A million, got it.
Yes. And
And
I would get
how would you spend a million?
getting all the supplies that I need, getting better, pure, 100% pure supplies, going directly to the manufacturer, not dealing with the middleman. Marketing. Um, I am mixing everything myself. I would prefer to keep it that way because I have a little ADD when it comes to that. You get mad and you say, hey, you're not doing it right. Move. It don't look right. Move. Um, and to be able to take time off from work and really launch what I want to do and not be afraid of the bills getting behind.
Got it. Okay. And so what's your plans for when you need this to happen by? You got a date in mind?
Yesterday. what is,
Uh,
what is, what is yesterday?
well, you
Um,
need a date on your $1 million check. So what dates you
you know
gonna
what?
put
I'm
on it?
like, um, mm, I don't know why, but Christmas is coming into mind. That's the first thing that popped into my mind. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna say December 1st, 2024.
Okay. So what have you done to take next steps to get this done by Crummel?
Nothing.
Exactly.
I can be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna even lie. Nothing. Um, I fear when you out here by yourself as a single black woman. It's scary. I work in the auto industry and I work for this company for almost 20 years. And you want to leave, but when you have to step out by yourself, you go, I'm afraid because health insurance is real. Light and gas and truck notes and I have a son and those things are real and those bills don't stop coming. They don't care about your dream.
And so, what questions you got about taking that leap and starting to apply for funding to get you closer to making that decision on what you're gonna do?
How do I do it? I need the steps because when you have other people trying to help you, they mess it up and will leave you high and dry.
The
And
only way somebody can mess it up is if you haven't written the vision. So, do you have a business plan?
no, I need all of that. I am literally starting from scratch.
So you still have to write the vision.
Yes. I
And you
know what I
haven't
want it to
locked.
look like. I want to be able to help people, especially when they have skin issues. And let's get away from all the chemicals. Let's do that. I want to be able to help people, but I don't know where to start.
Nikki Rich says, "Step out on faith and trust God." But the Bible say, "Faith without works is dead." Nikki Rich, she still need to write the vision and make it plain. Nikki Rich, so we can have faith. We're gonna need that to keep going. But we got to start with a vision. And so, without a vision, the people perish. But you put it as people mess it up.
Right,
But
because
how can they
I
mess
put
it
it in
up
other
if you
people's
ain't wrote
hands. I
out?
have to,
No. So you
right.
when you gonna start writing? That's my next question.
Today because I have a notebook. I write notes for everything else. The what is I want I know what I want my vision to be, how I want it to look, but that's the
Hmm.
product line. I want to be able to help people. I want to be able for people to come for my product and be happy that they have it. I want a satisfied customer.
Okay. What does a satisfied customer look like? How will you know like what that is? What in your mind? What does that look like?
When they pick up when they see your product, when they hear about your product, a smile comes on their face and say, you know what? I know with her, I may have to pay a little more, but she's worth it. I know with this product, my eczema is toned down. I know with this product, it's gonna smell good, it's gonna feel good, and I'm not getting all those chemicals.
Okay. So when you getting started, because somebody waiting on that right now, they itching. I got eczema, so I know you can't even scratch hard enough to get to it. So we waiting on you.
Doing, lady.
What's gonna be your next step? You're gonna journal and then what?
I gotta. That's the thing. I don't know. That's the
What do
problem
you
I'm having.
mean
It's
you
like
don't know?
that's the
What do
problem I'm
you
having.
mean?
I don't. Like you said, I can tell you what I want, but I don't know how to get there.
What do you like if you had a gun to your head? I know this is violent, but if they like tell us what you think your next step should be, or it's over, what would you say?
building a website,
There you
launching
go.
social.
Get out. Hang up this live right now because you know what to go to.
I don't, but I do. But it's just like I don't want to do it wrong and look stupid and feel stupid. I don't want to do any of that. I want it
But
to
you
be
know,
perfect.
it's already wrong because it don't exist.
Oh,
It's already wrong because you is so involved in your brain chemistry that somebody out there is itching and you ain't made a move. You wrong because that people out there scratching. So I don't understand. Hello, I know. Any final questions before I hang up on you? Cause you playing. You playing.
go. I know I have to go to because I know I'm getting on your nerves. I can get on my own nerves. That's the easy
You
way for
ain't
me to
getting
do
on
it.
my nerves. You just ain't got nothing to work with. But you, everybody getting on your nerves. Somebody they messing up the vision, but you ain't wrote that. You just talking.
You're right. I didn't write anything. I'm just trying to figure out. I don't know what steps I need to do.
You didn't say you already done gave that lie. Give another one. Cause you said you didn't know, then you said your website. So what's the next step for your website? What you gotta go do?
Make content
Why is with a
for.
question mark?
I
Meg.
know it was because I'm guessing at this point. I'm like make content, and that's what I need,
It
and
ain't no
that's what I'm
right or
gonna need help with.
wrong. You're
That's
not
what. That's what.
yeah, you know,
Huh?
cause this is your business. You know what to do, but there's no right or wrong. So don't like try to say stuff you think I want to hear. Cause I don't. I mean, I know what you could do, but this ain't my business. I'm trying to get it out of you. So you said You said journal, website, make content. Question mark. That's how you said
Oh,
it.
I did. I did. I did.
So specifically about funding and finding funding for it, you're going to have the vision written out because that's literally how you apply for a grant.
Okay.
Our six-figure farmer won her money just from telling her story, but she had a story about how she started, what steps she took, why they needed the money, how it's going to continue their legacy, why her products and services are needed on the market, not just for her family, but for her community. So all of that has to be factored into the vision that you have for your business and for the grant.
Oh, well, that's okay. I started my business when my fiance passed away. He passed away right in front of my eyes. The last thing he told me was he loved me. We were at home on a regular day, and I was in a dark place. I was. He died in 2020, and my best friend, whom I love, I call her my sister, and she said, "You're functioning, but you're functioning very low." And she said, "I need you to find something to do with your brain." And she is a social worker she has a degree. And she said, "Go find something to do with your brain. You are not functioning like you should be. And I know you just going to work and coming home." So I got on YouTube and I just started doing stuff, and it turned to shea butter, and my shea butters are scented. And I wanted to make it perfect. And I wanted to make everything all natural because nobody likes all the googly gop because everything they put in these chemicals will give you a problem. And I started doing pop-up shops, and I started making money, and I make soap. And this one girl asked me for eczema cream, and I said, "Give me about 3 days. I should have something for you." I made it that night when I went home. And she said it helped, and it actually stopped itching, and it didn't smell bad. And I said, "You're not going to get a smell. We got to keep that light because you're putting that on your skin." And it just snowballed. And I have a beard line, and all my men scents have a story. I have a scent that's called gray sweatpants because every woman that smell it goes, "Oh Lord." That's what we see when we see that brother worthy of them gray sweatpants.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it just kept snowballing and snowballing and snowballing, and ideas keep popping into my head. And so when the ADD starts to flicker, I have to do something. And that's how it happens. And I can make ice cream, and it's really easy. And I made German chocolate cake ice cream. I made peach cobbler ice cream, and it starts to flicker, and I have to do something with that energy and those ideas.
So what I hear is that you also need a form of accountability to keep you focused, because you just went from eczema cream, soap,
Everywhere.
and ice cream.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
So are you willing to commit to one idea to get it fully funded and then launch?
Yes.
You
Now,
promise? That didn't sound too reassuring. Let me just, let me
no,
say
no,
yes or no.
no,
Mm.
because I know I want to launch my business first, because I want to do that, because I have other things that I want to do and other streams of income that I know I can do, that I have 8 million ideas for. And that's why I said, yes, I can commit to that one, because to get to the other three, I have to commit first to the one.
So
So,
what if I
yes.
told you I'm looking at a grant opportunity right now? They're starting at $125,000 all the way up to $250,000. And they are wanting to fund underserved businesses, meaning black owned, women owned, veteran owned, disability owned, LGBTQIA, all of that is factored into this funding. They just got their funding and they're looking to give it away to people who have written a business. I'm pulling up their no, I'm literally looking at their application right now. This is real. They just emailed me. And I know it's legit because I've won grant funding from them before. So
Okay.
this is for people who are ready to apply. They actually want all of the details, how much you need. It says in 500 words or less how you will use the funds. So this
Okay.
is real. But again, you have to have one vision for one business written out.
Okay.
So that's just a heads up. And I share this list with our mentees over at blackwomenandgrants.com. So if you want to come join us, get a focus on what your funding could look like, and then get help with taking those next steps, the mentorship will be a great place to get your start. If you're willing to commit and do the work and stay focused, keep that brain busy. I'm with your sister on this one. Keep that brain busy.
I can commit to one thing, because I know I have to focus on that one thing, which is the business. It's a lot on my flyer, and I have to expand my flyer because people ask me. I do test runs, and then it takes off, and I get more orders for what somebody asked me for.
Right.
So it has blossomed from one thing to like 20 things, and all 20 things sell.
In that moment, but are all 20 things selling out? Are all 20 things getting you off your job? Leap of faith, I can go get health insurance because it's going to sustain me.
Okay. Okay. I get what you're saying. So and don't make it too crowded. Okay. So okay. So here's my question. Instead of the 20 things, could it be 5? Do you mean like condense it down?
I mean, pick one thing. You know the difference between 1 and 5.
Oh, okay. Okay. It can be one thing.
So the next time I see you on this live, tell me your one thing that you've been focused on, writing it down, getting the website, working on the business plan, working out what you need in funding, and then you're going to know what next steps to take as far as which grants to go apply to for your one thing. Notice how I said Ashley Rankin got $10,000 from L'Oreal recently for her one skincare product for eczema.
You did. You said one thing, and my ADD is fighting in my head right now. Like, why she say one? That's not fair. It's like 12 things. Okay.
I didn't say you could never do the rest. I said pick
Right.
one. and
See,
then
pick one.
go out and repeat the process. You get one business fully funded and go repeat the process. Yep. And the funny part is, I know there are other people on the call with us who are dealing with this as well. You're multi-passionate, you don't want to commit, it's like scary. I don't want to leave nothing out. Everything is making money, but everything is not paying the bills. Everything is not allowing you to retire your job and live the life you want successfully, consistently, because you ain't focused on making that one thing perfect, getting that one. What did you say you wanted your customers to have a great experience? One thing. Yep.
Okay. So I have to narrow it down from three things, and actually, I think I did just narrow it down. I have a beard line. I can do the whole beard line. Yep.
And I'm gonna leave you with that thought because we're at the top of the hour. Because you gonna throw in a beard line after ice cream soap and eczema cream. So you got a lot to think about and write down. But if you have questions, jump back on the live with us. I'm here with y'all Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. And then, get some more coaching, get some more help through other people getting coached. That's the best way to get your breakthrough. But again, you got to be willing to commit.
To one.
What's your
I can commit to one thing. I can.
What's your number one takeaway?
Writing it down. Stop jumping all over the place. Yeah, but writing it down, getting the vision. Yeah, I am. I am all over the place, and I want help, and I know I need help in doing this.
Got it. Well, thank you for letting us be a part of your thought process. Now I'm seeing how y'all brains are everywhere and how to help you get focused. So come back with us and join us and be a part of the conversation again soon, okay?
I got a quick question. Can't I go to I can go to your site for the mentoring, correct?
Yes, blackwomeningrants.com is where to go claim the scholarship that's available today for getting in the program for only $97 for a full year. And that way you'll have time to focus and get your questions answered.
I thank you and I appreciate you so much.
You are welcome. Enjoy your day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, multi-passionates. Any other Black women business owners, future business owners that's like, oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. She wants me to focus on one idea, one business, one grant at a time. Anybody else ADD kicking in? It's like, no! Put it in the chat. Deanna Joy, I see your request. Let me accept you to come on as one of our success stories. Girl, let's show them what it's like to focus on that one thing. Let's talk about it. Hey, Deanna Joy, how are you?
I'm great. Hello.
It is so good to have you here. Hear y'all voice.
Absolutely. I feel like I'm always in the room, but never on deck.
I know. We just started doing the voice part. So I like this. I get to talk to y'all.
Right.
So you sent the invitation, so I'm gonna let you start with why you requested to come on first. Then we can drill you with questions.
Well, my focus of one thing is definitely adding to financial literacy as a whole. I know we last spoke and I told you I am a semifinalist of $1 million grant opportunity and for my for-profit business. But it's also this week I start my mentorship. So it is an 8-week-long mentorship. And I literally got an email like 2 days ago of it's tomorrow at noon. So it's definitely going real quick. The Black Ambition is who's behind this grant. And Pharrell is, I guess, like the celebrity individual who is the main face behind it too. But yes, I just am feeling real grateful that I am in the shoes to say, like, I think I spoke this into existence before it even became a thing. But I am definitely $1 million grant winner.
Speaking it into existence. When the check coming?
Right, November. Birthday month.
Okay. So that's what your comment was talking about. It's like, is she saying she got it? Are we just touching
We're
and agreeing? What
speaking
we
it. We're
doing
definitely
here?
speaking it. um, right. So after this 8-week program of mentorship, we then go into it get narrowed down from the 250 to 50 of us, and then it becomes technically 2 different competitions at the 50. So we can have like almost like a popularity contest. We can get voted for an opportunity to win more money and also more Amazon credit as well.
Got it.
But yeah, so
That
this
is
is $1 million grant opportunity. It doesn't come in one big check. It does come in 4 separate checks of 250.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So I am still here for it regardless.
Right. I love it. What have you learned from applying for your first $1 million grant?
Oh, I can apply for so much more. I am now looking into just more grant opportunities that exist out there that at a larger capacity. Now that I am here, I feel like I'm just excited to educate other people to get to where I'm at too. I'm actually doing a grant live on Friday, so I'll just educating people for the nonprofit side of view as well.
Have you heard of I forgot her name. I have to send you the link to.
I always have my pen out when I'm talking to you.
I know. Ideas be flowing. I'll send you the link to the learning I've been following and getting a lot out of it. And you probably already know them because you've been in this game for a minute. But yeah, let me look them up and then I'll email you with the link. I can't remember her name. It's two ladies. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, well, that's another part. I just wanted to get on here and get the lady who's just on here. I took that leap, and honestly, I will say it over and over again. God is definitely leading the path, and I am just a vessel of His work because I know everything that's coming to me, every shiny object moment, it comes in flows, but I definitely will stay on the plan. I know I'm meant to make a difference for financial literacy. And that is one thing, like I know God put that in me. So it's definitely having faith and sticking with it.
So for those who don't know, tell them who you are and what you do.
Right. Me. So those who don't know, I am Deanna Joy, and I feel like I have been part of this mentee community for a while now, and I definitely appreciate the space to constantly learn from those who are already getting the $1 million as well. But I am also an accountant and a grant writer for nonprofits. And my focus is always to make sure that you learn financial literacy along the way, not just about your current standings about your financial journey, but truly getting to where your goals are. And then also I'm also a nonprofit founder as well. And right now I'm a semifinalist for a $1 million grant opportunity to educate more around financial literacy.
So my favorite part about everything Deanna Joy is that you are a nonprofit grant writer, but in our world, you are winning grants for your Black woman-owned for-profit small business.
Yes. That's exactly why I feel like I need this space, because I was so focused on the nonprofit side that at one point I was neglecting my own grant opportunities, and I was seeing them come and go. And I'm like, it's time for me to focus on me. I need to put money and apply for these, and I'm now no longer scared to even put $15 for a fee.
Right.
Which was definitely something I was concerned about at one point, but I know the end goal is definitely to get my name in front of the right people who can make a change.
So Deanna told us who she is, and I talk about you so much. Tay is like, I'm so excited to hear from Deanna. Like, to actually, she is real, Tay. She speaks, she has a voice, she's a Black woman, real business, winning this money. She's one of our top mentees that has come into the grant game, read the book 3 times, y'all. Got all my secrets out the book. Went and applied. has won over $76,000. Right, Deanna?
Yes, I
Is my
have.
math? Okay, and is now a semi-finalist in the Black Ambition $1 million grant. And
Correct.
that was backed by Pharrell. Y'all know the rapper, the Neptunes, and yeah. I love that. And they have been around for a minute too. So, and I've seen them award from business pitch competitions. They had one here in Atlanta, and a lady won $10,000, and she pitched, and then she left and went to pitch at another event that same day. She didn't even stay to get her check. She had to come back. But it's a lot of fun to hear about your winnings since joining the program and reading the book and doing the work. And I interviewed you before, so I ain't gonna pick your brain too hard. But Deanna's interview is in the program. Tay, if you haven't listened to it yet, go listen to it. And now, Deanna, as of yesterday, we have a 6-figure winner. I don't know if you heard that announcement.
I heard farming, correct?
Yeah. So the fact that y'all are all over the place with business, no, it's not, respective of the industry. It's like, who are you? What's your story? Why do you deserve this money? Go.
Right. And that's the part where I feel like I can say that off the top of my head without hesitation now. Because
Right.
I feel like I've reworded it so many times that, yeah, the success is definitely bound to come on the other side of it.
So you mentioned you had found your one thing, you stuck with it. So when you're telling this story, what is the story of your one thing? Like, give Sadia an idea of what that pitch looks like when you're like, oh, I chose a focus. Here's what I told them to get them to write me a check, and now we've received over 76,000 doing it this way. How do you do that?
Yeah, so my one thing is truly financial literacy in its full capacity of financial wellness. I am also a yogi for the last 11 years, and that has truly come into my financial journey from just being able to be present and slow down and to educate those who don't understand the little things along the way, that I will be the resource for them to understand and to break down what is a budget or how to do a grant or certain things of just even scholarships. And this all came from my own upbringing. I'm a second generation HBCU graduate as well as a second generation entrepreneur. And as a second generation, I've seen it been done multiple times before, but it's one way to just do it and have the focus of knowing exactly what you're doing along the way. And for me, I grew up with financial literacy as a normal. We talked about tithing, we talked about budgeting in my house growing up. So all of this that I'm doing now is like first nature for me. And that's the best part of just going about educating other people, because they didn't have what I had growing up. And it's kind of like, oh, well, yeah, my dad was also a Toastmasters. He's public speaking is something I grew up also with normalcy around. And all of this literally feeds back into exactly what I want to do. I want to create expos and conferences and retreats. And I want to do it for the full community. I want from the kids in the household to the grandparents to be educated around finances. And so that is my spiel. And I can say that 2 times backwards.
I love it. And I love how you're tying it in with what you do in your business. Your story and your business match.
Yes. I feel like that was one thing. I had to read the book the second time to get that part.
And the fact that it's all centered, like your common theme is a financial literacy. I love that. So does anyone in the chat have any questions for Deanna Joy, the accountant, the nonprofit grant writer that's winning money for her for-profit grants? I mean, for her for-profit business, she's won over $76,000 in grants. She about to win $1 million, y'all. And y'all ain't gonna be able to tell us nothing.
Period.
So, what questions y'all got for her? This is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm talking to a couple millionaires on here. What y'all got? Black women with for-profit businesses that's getting funded by other people's money. it's a skill to this, and that's what we teach in the mentorship. What, in addition to the book, what other things in the mentorship has really helped you or jump out at you as a helpful resource or tool for you, Deanna Joy?
The accountability, truly just because I feel like when I told you I was applying for this $1 million grant, is also you have been speaking it just as much into me as much as I feel like it was meant to be. And also
Yeah.
just the
Our
opportunity.
money.
Yeah.
When we what girl? Of course.
But also just the fact that I feel like this is like a sisterhood. Just being a part of a mentee, I've told my sister multiple times, you just need to get in here. Like, this is where all my questions get answered. She's the GOAT. Like, if you know anything else or anybody else that has the talent she has, lead her my way, because this is who I need to be learning from.
Yes. And we learn it from you. The people that's actually out putting in the work. Like, did it work? And then what happened? And then what you say? And then
Right.
what? I got questions for y'all because, people coming in for the first time, they're like, of course, you're Dr. AJ. You've been doing this for a minute. But for those of you who just jumped into this world, like, head first, I want to hear what y'all are doing that's working, because you got others coming behind you that's like, I want to win $1 million.
Yeah. I think Ashley's spreadsheet, also just keeping track, was like real pivotal for me, because the due dates and just keeping track of everything for myself, I just wasn't doing it as clean as I was doing it for my clients at one point. And so it's just kind of just making sure that I'm pouring in myself just as much as I pour into other people.
I love that. And I love that we got to tell Ashley, you're actually using the grant tracker worksheet she designed for grants in the program. And because people would see her spreadsheet or she would talk about it, and then she said, let me just share it. And when she did, everybody's eyes got big, like, oh, this is really organized up with the grants, and then her leaving the links to the grants that she's applied to. So that's a very helpful bonus resource that she has offered to the mentorship. So we got to remind her of her brilliance that she's added to this. Tay says, can you talk about how you overcame a setback or a grant that you wanted? Ooh.
Honestly, I'm literally living it right now. So I actually applied for Black Ambition last year. Well, no. I saw the opportunity and I applied for one of my clients last year for Black Ambition, and they did not get it. And I'm like, I feel like everything I did, I should be doing for myself, just like I just said earlier. And it was the fact that I was second guessing if I was eligible for this or if I should do it. And I almost talked myself out of it until really like the mentee opportunity of just like talking it out and realizing this isn't out of reach for me. But also, I guess another setback I've had is clientele that I have, almost expecting grants to come in, just because I'm applying for them. And that is when, like, the downside to grants, you don't always get it. Even though I plan on like this $1 million grant, I may not get it, but honestly, I know I'm going to get something. I'm walking away with more than the money I came in with. And that's the bright side to a lot of the grant opportunities, is there's more than just money that's being featured. Mentorship, resources, and a lot of other things that I am just appreciative. I feel like at one point I wasn't as appreciative because I wanted the money. And I was more focused on the funding versus what all I'm getting out of it.
Wow. Tay, does that answer your question? Let us know more. You know what? I hear like the lesson you're learning in this $1 million grant opportunity is, like you said, to walk away with more than you came in with, whether that's financial or lessons learned in business. And a lot of people don't know that going into grants, they're not guaranteed, even
Right.
if you're a nonprofit, even if you're an expert grant writer. Like, we still face rejection and no's, and we have to turn it around and say, okay, what is the lesson in this that's going to help me, that's going to help somebody else? So I love that you're like walking away with those important ahas. And you never know, there could be other $1 million grant opportunities that these lessons are going to benefit you from as well.
Oh, absolutely. I am in the midst of filling out another $1 million grant for my client. And I feel like I probably wouldn't have done this if I wasn't in the same shoes myself.
Right.
And just being confident and knowing like, okay, this is the information, all I need. I don't have to like fluff it up or do anything extra. They ask exactly what they need, and I don't have to do anything else afterwards. Just wait on the timing.
And that's what Raven said yesterday. She's our farmer, and she's like, I just follow what you teach us, Dr. AJ, how to tell our story. Don't tell them too much. Don't answer questions they ain't asked. You know, like tell them what they asked for and move on. And
Yes.
that's how she won her 6 figures in funding. So there must be something to this if it's the same thing for $1 million grant.
Absolutely. And then I will say, Tay just said that she feels overwhelmed and anxious. I actually joined before I was in this mentee program. I was actually in another like a school community regarding just filling out grants together, and it was just something. The fact that just filling out grants in a Zoom space with other people, you kind of get over that anxious feelings of just filling out an application, because sometimes you just need motivation to ask the extra question, or to maybe you need to read the book one more time to get the details that's needed. But I feel like that's one thing I just kind of, it helped me get past it, is just filling out the application, even if I was felt like I might be eligible for it, but I still filled it out. And literally as soon as you hit submit, that feeling goes away.
Right. I love that. That's something Raven said as well, because she applied in a group of other farmers
Nice.
and heard about the opportunity for the one she won. And so she won, and another male farmer won. And I'm not sure if she helped him win, but she said his number was like, he won 59,000. She won multiple figures. I looked up the grant. My average was 82,000 that they were giving on average. So she said something that really stood out to them in her story, using the techniques, and then mentioning using the accountability of having to basically check in with someone else saying, did you apply what you say? And celebrating the success together of having won. So like you said, that whole community aspect, from filling it out together, but also when you win, as you win, and the lessons learned, having the community to share that with as well.
Facts.
I think those are all important pieces to the puzzle.
Yeah, and I will say one thing from the book that I feel like I always go back for is that list of just realizing I'm not asking for too much when I'm saying I'm trying to build my team. And that is exactly what they wanted to know. I feel like at one point when I was saying I just want to build my team, I wasn't as detailed of what the team considered or what the salary would be. And that definitely is a difference of how I'm speaking now in my applications.
I love that. Because, yeah, when you, like, consider the needs of other people, you're like, wait a minute, they got to eat, they got families, they got to get paid. Like, how much do I really need? You realize that the amount you thought you needed, you need like 10 times that, which is why I tell you to apply for 10 times as much grant, because you just never know. And so the more applications, I'm sure you know, the more applications you got out there, the greater your chances of winning, right?
Thanks. Yes.
Any other things you want to share with our listening audience, of people who maybe they haven't applied for their first grant, or they haven't chosen that one idea, or maybe, you know, they don't know the story, like their story like the back of their hands? What would you say?
I would say get a whole bunch of sticky notes, and really just start simple, and create your story in either a timeline situation, because that's what helped me, and be able to just tell my story a lot better, because I have always been doing something also in volunteering into my community space, from being a Girl Scout leader to just being volunteer at daycares, and those are things that are really like paving the way now to me wanting to help out the next generation. And so I didn't think about it until I just wrote it down of things I have been doing in my community outside of just the financial things.
Right. I love that. Write it down, sticky notes. That kind of reminds me too, the timeline piece of when grants ask you what's your milestones. So being able to share your successes over time, and you really only know that if you go down memory lane of like, since I started this business, what have I successfully accomplished that I can share and brag about?
Yeah.
Good
And I
idea.
also will say one thing that I've done has I've matched my LinkedIn to exactly my story. So you can see my family business on my LinkedIn. You can see everything on my LinkedIn in regards to my story. And I'm starting to actually post more there as well.
I love it. I do the same thing, especially as I win grants. When they graphics, the winners, I put all that. Like, I got to keep up with this resume because that's what grants want to know. Like, have you won funding? I'm like, here's my LinkedIn.
Right.
So as y'all win, I'm going to start having y'all, if you get a graphic too, just send it in and we can add that to, because they want to hear y'all stories. You know, they keep asking, because one grant we got selected for round 2. And they're like, how do you know the work that you've been doing so far is working? I'm like, these ladies are winning.
Right.
So now we got to start sending them the receipts, the screenshots, the congratulation emails. I had Ashley send me all her stuff. Make sure the logo's on there from the grants and, you know.
Yep.
So, yeah, we got to show them this is legit. It's working. It's needed. Ain't nobody having these types of conversations.
Facts.
So
And that is one thing. Even the statistics I was looking at yesterday, because I was just preparing for my own grant presentation, and just realizing how only 20% of grant applications are really successful. And that was like an eye opener for me, kind of like, oh, I'm in that top 20%. Okay. Like, I stand out already.
Right. Absolutely. And I was looking at statistics too, which is funny. But what did I hear? Oh, that it also is helpful on a grant application when you know how many people actually applied for that grant and then the fact that you won. So you can say I was 1 out of 5,000 or, 1 out of 500 selected. Or like in Ashley's case for the $10,000 L'Oreal grant, she won for her skincare line for her eczema cream. I think they had, I don't know how many applied, but I know they gave 40 winners $10,000. So she can say she was a part of a $400,000 grant pool.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, girl. So $400,000 grant pool, grant opportunity, but then also, you probably know this word. I just learned it, but it's like it's a legal term where we have the right to request more information on the grant, like how many people applied, how many awards were given. It's a law, some type of law. I wrote it down. It's in my journal, but
I'm curious now. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, it's you'll hear it taught from the people that I share with you when I remember their name. I'm gonna email you that link, but they taught me that. And they're in the nonprofit world as well. But yeah, they're like you can request now nonprofits. I know you can also ask if they'll share their grant winner's actual application. They don't have to give it to you, but you can ask. I was like, you could do that? So that's a powerful tool as well to keep in your back pocket. But yeah, being able to brag, not only am I, in the top 20%, but I won out of hundreds or thousands of people. And here's how many applied. Like those type of stats, that's what's really going to give you a killer application.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. So hopefully you can do some with those tips and get closer to that million, because I can't wait to celebrate with you. I can't wait to see Ashley's products in Target. We got a lot of celebrities in the group. And then our farmer has a TikTok channel. I've been looking at her. She grows these jumbo squash. Now I'm watching her cook. But the fact that I get to tell y'all story of like, without the funding, this may not have been possible, or it may have taken longer. But now that y'all have access to the skills of how to make your grant application better using techniques that are specifically for for-profit funding, it's a game changer. And I'm loving every minute of it, if y'all can't tell. Yes.
Any part of it.
Final things on your heart you want to share?
Like you said before, just write it all down. If you are stuck somewhere, use AI. It is a friend, it is a tool and a resource.
Yeah, and know what you're doing with it so that these grants can't tell. They picking up on it. But if you know what you're doing with it, it shouldn't sound like a computer wrote it for you.
That part.
Yeah, don't be copying and pasting now. It's just like you gotta act like put a little in there, a little typo. Act like it was you. Well, thank you, Deanna Joy, $1 million grant winner. This has been fun. I always love hearing from y'all, catching up, touching base, and y'all showing what it's like to put in the work. And hopefully this will be somebody's spark to get started today. Go back through the book, go back through the program, do whatever it's telling you. Go find a grant to apply to, answer your questions different, tell your story better, get clearer on what you want funding and what you'll do with the money. Like all of that is taught in the mentorship. If y'all are just joining, the mentorship is over at blackwomeningrants.com. Thank you, Miss Deanna Joy. Oh, do you know what does the numbers mean in this in your box? Like I see your talking box.
Quality question. I
There's
don't
the
really
number
know.
8. I don't know what that is either. I've been clicking. I might mess some up, but if y'all know what this number means in Deanna's box, let me know. It's like a little number 8 by a blue symbol. That's all I can see.
It says points, and I receive these points from viewers. So I'm not really sure. So maybe it's viewers on my end, but I'm not really sure myself. Yep.
Okay, we got to
TikTok
look into that. I like
there's always
that.
something.
I know they always make it like a game or like a contest or something. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't know how the
Right.
TikTok rules. So. All right, Miss Deanna Joy, go win us some more money.
Yeah. Have a
We will
blessed
talk to
week.
you soon. You too. Bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all. Wait a minute. What is this thing trying to do? Hold on. It's switching me back to green screen for some reason. They took my picture down. Anyway, I was over here clicking buttons. That's my fault. Are there any questions, y'all? We done had 3 conversations. Lord Jesus. I'm going to need a nap for real today. Y'all have taught me some things, and I'm hearing where y'all brain is when it comes to this funding. Are there any questions about anything we talked about? Anything our special guests have talked about? Any questions you got based on finding grants, applying for them, what to say on the application to stand out, how to come join us in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com, get your scholarship, and just be ready to work because you want to get more than your money's worth. I know, we got Klarna, Afterpay, Clear, and Affirm as well. So if you need a payment arrangement on $97, that is available. But taking a $97 investment and going out and winning tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and now millions of dollars, I think it's worth it. What y'all think? So that's literally all I got today. I am 30 minutes over my time. I usually hang out with y'all for about an hour. You said this seems like it was so interesting. I just got on. Is it going to stay up? How do you make it stay up? Do you know how to do that? User 133. We usually download them and put them in our playlist for our mentees over at blackwomeningrants.com. But you said, is it going to stay up? If you tell me how to do it, I will leave this one up for you. Oh, you said you don't know. As far as I know, they disappear. But on the back end, if I catch it in time, TikTok will let me download it, but I have to remember to go get it. So we have a playlist of all our episodes over at blackwomeningrants.com. We come join us in the mentorship. Lizzie says, do you know which book Miss Joy was referring to? Also your book? Oh, she was referring to my book. I'm sorry. It's called Finding Funding, How to Find and Secure Debt-Free Non-Traditional Funding for Your Black Woman-Owned For-Profit Small Business. That can only be purchased as a part of our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. The book has an app that'll read it to you. And so it's read in like AI voice. And so all of that is in the mentorship as well. Oh, you said it's a way to save lives, but I definitely don't know. So y'all be teaching me. So when you know, let me know, and then we'll know together. But other than that, it's going to disappear as soon as we end. So if you got a question about the parts that you caught and you want to ask real quick, go ahead. We've had great viewership today, though. I think it helps when I bring y'all on. Y'all don't want to just hear me teach no more. So we're going to do some more of this live grant coaching and asking questions and helping.
What was y'all's aha or takeaway? Did you learn anything today or hear something that you like, what? I didn't know that. Let me know. If you actually learn something that you can take away and help your business. Other than that, I'm about to go. What did little baby say on TikTok? I'm finna go, how? Let me see. Oh, look at TikTok bringing it back. Okay. I'm just clicking stuff. Something gonna work. We learning together over here. All right, y'all. Y'all ain't asking no questions, so I'm about to go to listen in the oh, that was your takeaway. Yes. Listen, focus, choose one idea. Keep that brain busy. Them all your takeaways from me. You're welcome. I am live with y'all Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays right here on the Black Women in Grants TikTok page. Make sure you follow this page and turn your notifications on so that you can get the invitation to join us again sooner. You never know. You might get chose to come up here and talk about your business, get some coaching. There are 3 free lists of grants over at blackwomeningrants.com when you come join us in the mentorship. blackwomeningrants.com. It's only $97 to join us for a whole year. There is a scholarship for someone who is going to get blessed with that thing on today. blackwomeningrants.com. It is first come, first serve. And so you better be ready if you haven't already claimed your spot. There is a payment arrangement option for hold on, I gotta turn my chat back off. I forgot this was on. This is why people can't send me messages on TikTok, because people be weird. I forgot how to turn it off. I figured out how to. I turned it off for an hour and already getting weird stuff. But anyway, blackwomeningrants.com. I was telling y'all, it's 3 lists of grants over there. It's over $1 million in funding that is on this list. You can click through, read about the grant opportunities, apply for the ones that you're eligible for, download your copy of the Finding Funding ebook, and download the app that'll read the book to you. And then there are master classes and 2-day boot camps and audios, and they all give you insight into the grant space from a winner's perspective. So this isn't something that I made up or just teach in theory. This is what I know for sure works as a part of what we call the grant game, because it is a game. You do have to know the rules, the restrictions, the regulations, how to play. Like how Deanna said, you know, even though she's going to win $1 million in this grant, it's 4 payments or multiple payments for that $1 million to add up. That's a restriction. They don't know you could have had $1 million inventory thing to pay. And now you got to wait on all them checks. But we'll wait. Don't worry. We'll hold for $1 million. And you would do it too for a check. So, blackwomeningrants.com. If you really want the accountability of doing the work. No, there's not a quick way. No, there's not a cheat code. No, I can't do it for you. No, I'm not going to restructure the program to fit what you're looking for. No, you don't get me one-on-one. No, you can't come to my house, sit on my couch, and we apply for grants together. No, I can't hold your hand and you type with your other hand to apply. No, you can't pay me to do it for you. No, we don't need to get on the phone. There's everything you need to be successful, just like the ladies you've heard from on here. We talked to Ashley, we talked to Deanna Joy, and we talked to Raven. These are now our top 3 grant winners. $76,000, $29,000, and $100,000 plus in grants each. And all they used was what I share with you over at blackwomeningrants.com in the mentorship and on these lives. So I hope y'all ready. You said, do you have to be a member to apply for a scholarship? Member of what? The Black woman race, human race, and a business owner, and you get the scholarship. As long as you want to apply for grants for that business. What do this grant program I just clicked on? This is Black Women in Grants. We help you find and apply for grants for your Black woman-owned for-profit small business. That's what we do. Check us out, blackwomeningrants.com. www.blackwomeningrants.com. Blackwomeningrants.com. Blackwomeningrants.com. Go click it. Make sure you click the special link. It says, click here. The special link. Use this special link in cap. All capital letters. Telling you to make sure you click it. Because when you click the scholarship link, you also receive the bonuses like the 13 secret grant sources for business grants and grant funded opportunities. And then the grant tracker worksheet that Deanna mentioned, our grant winner Ashley Rankin designed for us. And it features some of that $1 million in grant funding that you can go click through and see if you qualify for. We got Deanna's interview in there. We got Ashley's interview in there. We're going to put Raven's partial interview because our call dropped. So I'm waiting on her to email me back now and give me her updates and numbers and more on the grant. And I'll be sharing more details about the grant she won because it's deep. I was like, oh. So we've been here on TikTok since May of last year. And so we have over 250 episodes of our TikTok lives that we download for our Grant Prep Academy or GPA. That's where you are right now. So y'all gonna be part of the replays. You're welcome. All of the video replays are on a playlist in the mentorship. And I'm here with y'all 3 times a week live. You get all this 3 times a week. You're welcome. So now that I'm bringing y'all on, coaching is a part of that 3 times. But I do pop-ups too. So that's why I say make sure you follow this page, honey, because you want to be part of these lives. Tay say she ain't been getting her notifications. What is going on, Tay? You be getting out the pool and be trying to jump in with us. We need you here, girl. Tell TikTok to get it together. If you miss us, we got the replays, girl. Go watch the replays, Tay. Go watch the replays. Tay, I saw you comment on one of our videos. I was like, look at Tay. Hey, Tay. It's been stressed. Girl, TikTok been stressing me out too. It wouldn't let me post yesterday. So we missed the whole day. I was on a roll. We were posting every day this month, and it's going to mess us up. So we got one in today. So hopefully being here live with y'all gets that video pushed out to more people who need to be in here, be a part of these conversations. Because I teach y'all how to get grants to come to you. I share behind the scenes of a grant teammate interview call that I did. I share my notes with y'all. I have been going back through my own program. I'm like, this is good. Like, y'all don't know what y'all missing if you ain't over there. blackwomeningrants.com. Come join us. Because the interviews alone, the notes alone, the takeaways, the golden nuggets, the gems, like Deanna said, when she talked to me, she bring her journal. Y'all gonna hear some stuff. Like, oh, let me write this down. So I was driving and listening to one of our videos, and I was like, I forgot I said that. So yeah, you want to capture our conversations. And if you want to be a fly on the wall like you was there with us, get these replays, honey. You gonna learn you some stuffs. I even put in a 30-day grant application action plan. It's a tongue twister, but it's a video about what you should be doing every day for the next 30 days. So I told y'all I'm posting on TikTok on our page every day this month. You can do this too. One thing a day, every day for 30 days. And when you look up, if you anything like me, you're going to have $500,000 in grant applications out there too. That's what I did with my 30-day grant challenge. So I walk y'all through. I put you up on game. Get it? The grant game. Y'all get my 30-day action plan. And my favorite part that we just added, there was a $50,000 grant application out there. I think it's still open. But it's specifically for Black women in business. And they teach us in their terms and conditions, you know, the fine print that most of us don't read. They told us how they want us to tell them our story. So the fact that I have went through their 14 pages, I got another 14 pages grants to go through. Just the terms and conditions of them giving us behind the scenes, play by play, how to stand out on your application for their funding. We did a 3-part class on how to tell a compelling story that actually wins you grants. And we learned that at a $50,000 level because the grant told us how to tell our story. So I put our class about the compelling storytelling in the mentorship. These tips is what got Raven her 6 figures. It's what got Ashley her $10,000 L'Oreal grant recently and her winning $24K in the last 30 days. And and others are winning. I'm praying that God like convict their heart and they can't sleep and they come on live and be like, I've been winning so much money. It's just been slipping my mind. I meant to come. We need y'all on here telling us, because I know it's more winners out there, because this program got everything you need to set the foundation and go win this funding. Find it, apply for it, and win. I can't wait to just see way more Black women in grants winning this funding. Like, the feeling that I have about Raven winning 6 figures out of $2 billion, knowing that one of our Black women in grants won some of that funding, y'all just don't even understand how proud I am. Deanna also mentioned using AI to apply for grants. You can use it, but you don't want to start sounding like everybody else. You don't want a grant to know that you're using AI to apply for their grant. So I give you prompts to plug into ChatGPT to help you with your grant applications. You can do it, but make it look like you know what you're doing. And then I give you a 5-step grant guide. It's an audio. So we got, depending on how you like to learn, we got the visual piece, we got some worksheets, we got some videos, we got the audio piece with the 5-step grant guide audio, and that has checklists that you can write down. So if you're a note taker like me, I got all kind of journals, all kind of pens. I just bought some pens and color pencils and highlighters. I like back to school time because you can find everything. So we just stocked up on that ourselves. I love writing and taking notes. And so if you're a note taker, you're going to love the grant guide when I give you the checklist of everything you need, especially as you're starting up your business and looking for funding in that pre-revenue stage. And then writing out those ideas as you grow your business. And you're like, okay, I could really use some funding for this, and this. The grant guide audio is going to walk you through what a grant really wants you to have in place as a startup and as a started business. And they're like, have this in place. You said your students gave you a bouquet of pens. Girl, and I know y'all will be gone for the end of the year, right? They get lost so easy. I be forgetting. I always leave mine like clicked with the ink side up and then wonder why is there ink marks on my pillow and on my bed, because I be writing in bed. So I know how it is to have a collection of bouquet of pens and now you can't find one. So as I wrap up, I want to again invite y'all to go to blackwomeningrants.com if you want to get your hands on that 12-month subscription of over $1.2 million in grants to apply for and look through. If you want to join us in the master classes that we've done, watch that replay. If you want like step-by-step insider secrets, how to do this, the blueprint, where to start, what to do, how to take the first step. I don't know what to do. Yes, you do. Click play on the video and watch it. Take notes and go do what it say to do. This is all part of the grant application strategy to help you fill in the gap. Me and Ashley talked about that yesterday. She said what got her as now a $29,000 winner is being able to fill in the gap, the grant application process, using what we teach. We teach something called the AAA method and the 5-figure funding method. That means that if you're ready to win, or if you need to win over $10,000 plus applying for small business grants as a Black woman for-profit small business based in the United States over the age of 18, on at least 51% of your business, then you got everything you need with this funding formula. And then we bring it all together with our boot camp on how to help you stand out. I really do break down the difference between a nonprofit grant and a for-profit grant. Me and Deanna talk about it in her interview that's in the mentorship. And then we did our 2-day workshop, and I spent a lot of time in the workshop teaching y'all why we got it good on this for-profit side. Most nonprofits don't qualify for the grants we can win, and we don't qualify for the grants they win in, but we all winning the same amount of money. Ain't that crazy? So that's what I love about what we do. And we got it easy because we just do applications versus the proposals and everything that come with it. But we spend time talking about it because most people think that only nonprofits can get this. But no, honey, we win it as for-profits. Like, I don't know how to make it any clearer than that. You can get the money. So blackwomeningrants.com is the site. www.blackwomeningrants.com is the site. It got everything I just went through. Our video replays, our 2-day boot camps. Oh, we got a part of the boot camp. We talk about scams too, y'all. That's always fun because I love tea. I love the grant tea. Like, what's happening in these streets? Girl, they scamming people. Okay, what happened, girl? Then what they say? So we be gossiping, and well, not gossiping, that's wrong. But we be talking about scams and scammers. I told y'all some of them on here, they come steal my stuff. And then they be in y'all inbox trying to act like it's me talking some, hey, sis. They don't know we got moles all throughout the program, though. They be finding y'all. Y'all can block me, but y'all can't block our Black Women in Grants. We are 68,000 strong. We got more numbers than y'all. We are army of the Lord, okay? So, we talk about what to look out for, though. There are signs. There are signs that this is a scam. Don't get scammed. But my favorite part of the program is once you start winning, here's what to expect. Here's what to look forward to. And then going in knowing how to qualify for these types of small business grants that you should be applying for according to where you are in business, whether you're startup or started. You get to learn what to look for. Like Deanna says, she goes back to this book that I have written called Finding Funding, that's in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. In it, I have a list of 60 things that grants can cover for your business. And when you realize you need 59.9 of those things covered, you're going to realize that you ain't even applying for enough in grants to help it get covered, okay? You sign up over at blackwomeningrants.com, click the scholarship link, click on Klarna or Afterpay or Affirm if you need those. But I teach you, what to expect in a grant and what they can be used for, what they should be used for. But then, child, we got to have a hard conversation, child. Don't use your grant for this. I don't care if they say you can use it for whatever. If they come back and ask for receipts, you better have a receipt and ready. So use it wisely, okay? You don't want to have to pay it back. I ain't heard of nobody having to do that yet. Somebody came close, but it was more of the PPP loan style than a grant. So we went in grants over here, okay? And there are major differences between what you can and can't do, what you should and should not use the grant for. So I want y'all to be prepared, okay? Not ill prepared, but prepared. And so, if you can see yourself like doing small business pitch competitions, winning scholarships for business training and development programs, winning contests and giveaways and bursaries and sponsorships and subsidies, this is the perfect program for you. blackwomeningrants.com. I've won them all, and I listed the most recent ones that I've won in the book, so you can go look them up. Verify. Google me. I got Ashley's last email on the $10,000 grant that she won. And then I answer all of your frequently asked questions on the site as well, blackwomeningrants.com. So just know that this is an independent study course. It does not come with a one-on-one call. We do not meet on Zoom. You cannot text me in the middle of the night. Well, you might can, and I might be up on TikTok. But listen, be respectful. Even my best friend texted me this morning like, call me when you get up. And I was up. But you got to let me get up. So anyway, you can reach me. But we ain't going to be on the phone like that. We ain't going to be doing no one-on-ones. So make sure you can work independently. I know some of us need to take a nap, wake up, try it again. Me too. So I'm just letting you know what to expect when you join us. It's a total of 24 hours of learning. It's 14 videos, 6 audios, an ebook, and a lot of bonuses. And you want to get your hands on all of this, because when it comes to finding legit grants that are not a scam, that's not easy. You can find stuff, but then you're going to be like, is this right? Or like Deanna said, why I got to pay $15 for application fee? Yeah, we talk about all that. Is it worth it? Should you do it? Is it normal? How normal is it? Did you have to pay an application fee? You mean they want my money before they give me their money? Yeah, girl, it's the whole process. We talk about it in the program. So you got to be able to find these opportunities, finesse that application, go on and fill out that funding request. Do it all in faith, though, believing that you can win, and you can. So this mentor program is for you if you've had limited experience confidently finding and applying and winning this money. And we win from organizations, associations, and corporations. So that could be a bank, that could be a big name like a Verizon, an AT&T, Office Depot, Office Max, Wells Fargo, Regions. It's so many big names that are on our checks. And so that's where our money comes from. It's not government grants. It's not contracts. It's not federal. It's not state. It's not local. These are private sector grants. That's the name I've given them. but that just shows you where the funding is coming from. So this is for you. Also, if you've had some experience winning grants, but you're looking for a refresher to help you recognize more areas that you need to strengthen on your grant application. Like Raven, our 6-figure winner yesterday, said, I had been doing this by myself because she knows a lot about contracting, but it wasn't working. And she said, you shared one thing with us and I changed up how I told my story. And I was able to speak from another point of view that got the check written. And now she said the money is literally in the bank. I bet her heart dropped out of her check to open her bank app and seen all them zeros and a comma, or maybe a couple commas, because she might have had a couple in there already. So blackwomeningrants.com is how to come join us. So it's only $97 for the year. One-time payment, year-long access. Y'all ready? By this time next year, Lord have mercy. What God gonna be done? So there's a big sign on the site, blackwomeningrants.com. At the top, it says, click here to join the Grant Game Mentorship Program for only $97. Use this special link. That's how I wrote it. I'm yelling at y'all. For scholarship and payment arrangement options, make sure you click that special link. Sign up. It is first come, first serve for these scholarships. We do have a limit of how many Black women we're helping get into the game for only $97. And if y'all got questions, now is the chance to ask. We've done some coaching. I taught y'all a little bit in between. I have extended the opportunity for y'all to come work with us further. And by us, I mean me, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, God the Father, the blood, the Bible, the Word, and then 300 plus ladies that are in the program. So come work with us, girl. We over there. We there. We be outside sometime, but we there. blackwomeningrants.com. Y'all got any questions? Say, can I come visit for a day? Click where? blackwomeningrants.com. blackwomeningrants.com. Say, I see the light. Nikki, I meant to bring you on. You want to come on real quick? We got caught up in conversation. Deanna, it's Deanna's fault because I saw her request to join and I forgot to invite you. You want to come on, Nikki Rich? Because you had your hand up and I was going to call on you. If you got time and if your environment is quiet, Nikki Rich. Okay, let me send you an invitation. My bad, girl. Good thing you kept saying something. Hold on, let me invite you. I think I hold it. Do I hold it down? Hold on, Nikki. Gotta find you in the crowd of people. We have 11 whole people that is still with us. There we go. Even if it's just me and you, we can chat real quick. Sadir, you said come visit for a day. Where you visiting, girl? She said, I see the light. Senior, you sign up at blackwomeningrants.com. New Auntie said, New Auntie, you've been here with us before, right? Welcome back, if so. She said she's going to the site now. And I'll let y'all into the program as you join. I have to log you in. So, blackwomeningrants.com. And this is again for Black women for-profit small business owners. Nikki Rich.
Hi.
Hey, girl.
It's
How are
me.
you? I love that y'all be just as hype as me. I need your energy right now. I'm hanging on by a thread, girl. What's going on?
I'm here. I'm ready. I'm
Tell
excited.
the people what you do. What's your business?
My business is Blessed Unity Services. I am a event planner, decorator, and coordinator. I've been in business for 3 years. I do have a small venue space, but I want to venture out on my own. I want my own venue space, and I want to make it affordable for everyone. When people hear weddings, the prices quadruple in prices, and the wedding industry is becoming so overly charging our clients that I want to make it so those clients that doesn't have a high range of income can still be able to afford and have a beautiful wedding day to create memories, lasting memories with their family and friends. And I love the outcome of what I can do and create for others. So
Oh, what can you use a grant for in your event space?
I can use a grant for renovation as far as creating a bridal suite, a stage, just make it look appealing to the customers, the new clients that come in and book with my services and venue. I would need it for decor, equipment such as backdrop, draping, centerpieces, things that I can have like the tables, chairs, just a range of things. It's a broad range of things that I would need for the space to make it look appealing to the eye of the new client. Also, I would need it for clientele staffing, to staff them and to figure out each position that they would be staffing. The also for marketing purposes, to get it out there, to expose the business. There's so much that I can do with it. I have a long list.
I like that. You own it. You must have been here before.
Yeah, that's God vision. He planting it all in my hand, in my mind. So I'm just being obedient.
I know that's right. You better. You might get an idea to somebody else. So what have you done? Have you been looking for grants, applying for grants? Tell us where you are in your fund finding journey.
This is the first time that, well, I did try to go out and seek grants maybe earlier than in the year, and the person that I was seeking to inquire about the grants wasn't very informative. All the information I was receiving was basically everything off of Google, but it wasn't helpful, and it was more of her life story versus the steps that I need to take. What's the first move? What are they looking for in the grant? So I believe the Lord led me to Dr. AJ, whoever she is.
Man, I've heard, girl. I've heard some things, real good things though. Like, girl,
Yes, I did too.
somebody
but-
called her the goat today. I got that on recording. I was like, whoa, I'm gonna use that. I'm using that one. Y'all ain't gonna tell me nothing. The LeBron James of the industry, the goat.
Yes, yes. But
What's up? How much do you think you need? Did you tell me that total? I know you done put it in the chat before a time or two.
yes, I
But
pay attention on Wednesdays. That was my first day. I pay attention on Wednesdays. So I did $250 million. Now I'm just
Okay.
Clinton. 250. Yes, $250 million. If I do
Okay.
it times 10,
times
My-
10. You better know your numbers.
pay
That's what I'm talking
attention.
about.
I told you I pay attention on Wednesdays, girls. Wednesday
I
is the
love
day.
it. You my favorite. I ain't gotta like pull it out of you. Make you stop driving, pull over, write it down, go do it. You got
Thank you,
it.
girl. I'm here for it. I'm listening. I'm paying attention. I'm taking my ADHD pills and everything so I can retain.
Yeah, do you hear her? We need to be taking notes. I ain't got no ADHD pills. I got some ashwagandha and some St. John's wort that my doctor was like, take a chill pill. Here you go.
I ain't got no ADHD pills either. I got some fruit.
Hey, it might help because I know we need help slowing these brains down, trying to do too much at once. Like Sadia said, we'll be taking stuff from people. You ain't doing the right, give it to them. Now we got way more on our plate. I know how it is. So are you in the mentorship? You know, I don't know, no, but
Yes, I
tell-
just subscribed Monday. Yes, you better get you one, child. Get you one. Y'all better
Oh, you
get
did
it.
say that in the chat. You sure
Yes,
did.
get
My
it.
favorite. So now, where are you in the mentor? Are you reading the book? You watching videos? You listening to the audios? Tell me what part of the program you on so
So
far.
I did just get it Monday, and I did just start at zero, the introduction. I haven't gotten past that because Saturday is my 12th year anniversary. So after my anniversary, I am currently decorating and planning my anniversary party, and it's going to go a big bang. So I just plan to give full force all my attention into the grant, and I will be starting my writing on Monday.
I love that, and that's so on brand for you. So I hope you're getting some good video footage, some good photos, and be prepared to tell the story of how, like, what we call it is you are the product of your product. So the fact that you're trying to help people in the wedding venue space, and you are celebrating your wedding bliss, like, yeah.
Yes, yes. I love get-togethers. I love uniting people together. That's how I came up with my name. I was a school bus driver for 17 years. Then I went to be a surgical technologist for 7 years. And I recently was in 2020, I had a knee replacement gone wrong. And God just started planting the vision on me then. So it started with cakes. I thought I was going to be baking cakes. And then he said, no, that's not it. And then I started seeing balloons. And I'm like, Lord, what you want me to do with these balloons? And so I just started doing them, and I learned how to do balloon decor as well. And then it just went into weddings. I started seeing visions of weddings. So God is good. God plans visions. God will move in your life. Just trust him. Walk on faith and write it down. So I've learned it, and he's guiding my steps. So you just have to listen.
And so, what's the date on your check that you are writing for $250 million?
You know, it was in October, but I've already been inquiring about my venue space. So I'm checking on pricings and what I would need and how much it would cost towards renovations in the space. And so they were informing me that my venue space would not be ready until February. So I'm just going to make that my landmark. February.
And Nikki, I am believing with you. Like, you are really activating your faith. You're not sitting and dreaming about it.
I'm claiming it. I'm claiming it.
Like, I can hear it. You're just taking it so serious. This is impressive. I get more people giving excuses for why they can't do what you just walked out that you're doing. And so to hear it so close, girl, I'm speaking it with you. Like, he said, we're 2 or 3 are gathered. So we only need 2.
Yeah.
So I'm your number 2, okay?
Thank you, girl. Get on board. Everybody get on board. I'm cheering for everybody in their business. So I just feel like I was listening to you earlier, and it's so true to, you got to put in the work. Faith without works is dead. It doesn't, you got to put in your work. And so you got to put in your business. I was listening to Sadia, and I'm just over there cheering for her. She has so many great ideas, and she just needs to write it down, concentrate, focus. And focus on one. So we do have to put in the work, and I'm putting in the work. But I best believe I got that Holy Ghost nudging me all the time. When I start getting lazy, I start delaying, and I start, taking a step back, or when I go in fear. Fear is of the devil. It's not of God. It's of the devil. So walk by faith. Trust God. He will move in your life, and I'm just depending on him, and he is moving in my life, and that's my testimony. Because look at me now. I'm 3 years in. Blessed Unity Services will be well known.
Amen. And well funded, honey. You gonna get this money.
Thank
I
you.
believe it.
Thank
Yes,
you.
and
Thank
so
you.
as you go through the book, as you go through the videos, the audios, if you have questions, I'm always available by email. There are several on here that can tell you they've emailed me in the middle of the night asking for feedback. Does this grant look like a scam? Does it look legit? Can you give me feedback on my video I'm about to submit? And I'm helping in addition to what you receive in the mentorship. So that's just something that I do to make sure you have the support you need. Tay said that was a whole word. Yes.
It
So
wasn't my word, it was his.
and somebody probably needed to hear it on today. What other help or resources do you feel like you need?
At first, I thought I needed other people, but God is showing me I don't need nobody else but Him. Just start doing it. Don't delay. Don't fear and feel like you can't do it. He's got to make you uncomfortable to make you move. Because if you're comfortable, you will never move. So in order to make you movable, you got to be uncomfortable. How you going to ever know your limits if you don't try? So
All right,
I'm just going to I'm going to be uncomfortable and challenge my uncomfortableness and trust God to help me through it. So I'm going to do it. It's going to be done. Don't speak curses into your life. Speak positivity into your life. I'm going to do it. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to receive this grant. And I'm going to hit that $250 million mark. And y'all gonna be talking about me and interviewing me, and I'm gonna be here to be an encouragement and an upliftment to you.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm talking about. That's vision right there. Seeing it as it happens.
Yes, I'm standing on it.
Any other questions you got about grants? Like, I know you're new here, but you are really like taking notes and taking action. Any questions that kind of jump out at you that's like, okay, I really would like the answer to this as it relates to the grant application process to get you closer to your goal?
Does it matter if you're home based for your business right now for a grant? If you are like myself, I'm seeking for a venue, but I have a small scale venue, but it's not. I don't put it on my business because I partner with somebody. So I want it on my business only. So does it have to be, can it be a home-based business?
Well, I'm home based. I'm sitting in the bed, still in my PJs, eating cold breakfast, talking to y'all, and winning grants. So I hope that answers your question. My check came in the mailbox that I can see from my window. I went and put on my house shoes, walked to the mailbox, got my check, drove to the bank, and put it in the deposit. So does that answer your question? I
Yes,
sit here
it
and apply
does.
for the grant, same place, in the bed, pajamas on, chilling, something to drink, a snack beside. Yes.
What are the
So
key points? What are the key factors to recognize when it is a grant scam?
if they're in your inbox, like some of them gonna be after this live, it's about 10 pages that have duplicated us here on TikTok, and they inbox y'all acting like it's me, saying, "You want a grant? Inbox me. You want a grant? Holla at me, sis." How do
Yeah,
people know you? How they find you? How they know what you do? How they know you need a grant? That's how you know you finna get scammed. I
right.
can guarantee if they guaranteeing you, if they asking for your money, if they reaching out to you, you about to get got. And unfortunately, some people fall for it. They really think they talking to me. It is 69,000 of y'all right now. And they don't know. Most of y'all have had conversations with me, and they're like, "Nah, this ain't Dr. Ashay." So there are ways, and as I mentioned earlier, we did a workshop on that. So when you get to that part, it's in our 2-day boot camp. It's in the mentorship. And so we did a whole session on that, about 25 ways to be able to identify a scam. So don't be giving people your money.
Mm-hmm.
The grants that I have applied to that require the application fee, like me and Deanna talked about earlier, these are people that I knew behind the grant. So I knew they were legit because I've won funding from them, or either I know of the people who actually get the money. You know, it's not just going into somebody else's pocket, but they're actually rewarding the funding. So yeah, there are ways, there are signs, and you want to be smart and educated about it. Tay said someone messaged her. Yeah, all y'all gotta do is report them. I even have to address it on my videos so that the ones where I talk about scamming, they don't steal those videos, but they steal all the other ones. So I've had to get very strategic as well, because people are always watching. They're looking for easy money, easy way out. And unfortunately, Black women applying for grants are also looking for the easy way out. So if you're looking for this to be easy, if you're looking for grants to be guaranteed, if you're financially desperate, those are their green flags to go ahead and steal your money, because they know you want it so bad that they're willing to take it from you. And it hurts my heart because we're in this because we're underfunded, underserved, underprotected, underrespected. You know, we already fighting for our life out here. How dare you come and take, our money? And so people don't care. So you have to be safe, but it helps to be educated with the signs. And we talk about that in the mentorship. So you're going to love it when you get to that part. Or you can just click. You don't necessarily have to go in order. You can click around in the program. But yeah, that's something you got to look forward to in the book and in one of the boot camp days that we already did.
Okay.
Anything else on your hearts?
No, not at this time. I've been taking notes. I'm well informed so far.
I love it. Well, thank you for volunteering to come hang out and staying the whole time. I done talked to so many of y'all today and over the last few days, and I'm loving this. So we should have been doing this.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Everybody stay encouraged. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Keep going. And get you a $97 Black Women Business Grant.
Amen. Come on.
Subscribe. It is worth it. You got to
Yes.
invest. It's worth it.
You got to invest.
I did a little skimming of it, a little poking in to see what I'm into, and I noted the ones that I want to can't wait to get to, but I gotta stay in order because I got a habit of jumping. But if I jump, I'm gonna cause myself to ask so many questions because I can talk and ask so many questions. So subscribe. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Amen.
And,
Well,
and
thank
let me
you,
tell
Miss
you, God led me to her, so it's legit. Cause God said so.
Okay, amen. And we got that stamp of approval right there. Thank you, Miss Nikki Rich. I'm praying with you and praying for you. And keep me posted on where you are in the program if you have questions and your grant wins, okay?
All right, I will. I'll see you Friday.
All right, girl.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. All right, y'all. Let me see. Make sure I did this right. Hold on. Because I be clicking stuff and the whole screen just go blank. All right, y'all. This was good. I love a good conversation. This is what I be talking about when I be like, y'all better talk to me. Y'all been talking today. I appreciate that. This feel like a Friday, don't it? Are all hearts and minds clear? Y'all got any other questions? For those of you who are over at blackwomeningrants.com coming to join us like Nikki just demanded you to do, come and get your $97 scholarship opportunity to come join us for the year for that one-time payment, year-long access, 97 books. And I can let you into the program. I'm sitting here at the Bapruda, as my little niece used to call computers, working on some fun stuff behind the scenes that you got to be in the crew to know about, okay? So that's all I got, y'all. I am full, like, literally, and from talking to y'all, I've been over here nibbling on breakfast and coffee and my cold pressed juice. Got me some vitamins in. I'm ready to get some work done. Go for a walk in the middle of the day. You said me too. I think I want some more coffee. My crazy self, drunk some coffee in the middle of the night, didn't go to bed before this morning, and then woke back up here to be with y'all. So you're welcome. I'm gonna feel it eventually, I'm sure. But until then, we get some work in. Thank y'all for hanging out. I'm looking forward to coming back on Friday, maybe doing a pop-up in between time. You never know. So make sure you following the page. And that's all I got. My heart and my mind is super clear. My coach is waiting on me to do my homework. I have such good mentors around me. This man stayed on the phone with me for 4 hours yesterday, making sure that I can serve you guys properly with what we got coming up. And, I invest in myself as well, learning how to be here on a higher level. So if y'all ready to go to the next step, make sure y'all come join us in the mentorship over at blackwomaningrants.com, because I'm about to start sharing some of my mentors and who I'm learning from and doing things with their community as well. That's going to introduce you guys to a whole new network. And so you want to be a part of the crew, or like the sisterhood, as Deanna Joy put it. So that's all I got, y'all. I'm just so excited. I have to give my brain a chance to just process everything. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna sleep on it. I'm gonna eat on it. And I'm gonna talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a phenomenal rest of your day. Thank y'all for hanging out. God bless. Bye, future grant winners.